Good morning. It's another Wednesday, and I have to tell you, I was so looking forward to doing a musical presentation for you that reflected the experiential work that is sometimes done with music, taking a journey through life. And of course, in this series, it would be in terms of the light and the dark. However, my tech people were not available. My main tech person is my going on 14-year-old great nephew, and he lives in North Carolina. And last night we struggled for about an hour trying to line up music with Zoom, and it just wasn't possible. He said, I just have to come up there, and I think his mother just about rolled over. Let's just think that he's going to come up here at that hour of the night or this hour of the morning when I started to work on this. So I will take you through a journey of one person. She started out as a Christian, and her first choice of a song was a Tasha Cobbs song, which is a gospel singer, and in the middle of it had a rap segment, and that was going to be her kind of theme of the old and the modern. And then she began with this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. So many of you have heard that. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. You've heard that. Then she chose We've a Story to Tell to the Nations, and that's a hymn. It's about telling the story of Christ to the nations that will lift their hearts to the Lord, a story of light and love, a story of Christ as Lord. From the darkness we'll turn to dawning, from the dawning to noonday light, and Christ's great kingdom will come on earth, the kingdom of love and light. So that's her youth. And then as time went on, she began to go with the times. And this song, Bye Bye Miss American Pie, which I'm sure many of you know, influenced her greatly. It was a turning point. And that song goes, Bye Bye Miss American Pie, I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. It goes on and long. It's a long song. It says, the three people that I liked the most, the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost, took the last train to the coast the day the music died. So that's a turning point, and it was about that time that the God is Dead movement moved in, and about that time that existentialism was big on the circuit in colleges and in classes, and free love came in. The hippies, of course, were popular at that time. We were in the Vietnam War. There was turmoil in the culture. Maybe not as much as in 2020, when we had the virus last year, but there was a different kind of turmoil. We, of course, had riots last year too, which were similar to those days. But this person was swept along with that, and her theme song became Willie Nelson's song, Angel Flying Too Close to the Ground. And then the next song was a big influence on her and a real turning point to the dark side. And that was Sammy Smith's Help Me Make It Through the Night. And that song goes, I don't care what's right or wrong. I won't try to understand. Let the devil take tomorrow. Tonight I need a friend. Yesterday is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. I don't want to be alone. Help me make it through the night. Joan Baez at the same time was singing a song, How long has it been since I spent the night in the arms of a stranger? His eyes, his dark eyes, touched my soul where it wanted to be. Many, many songs of this kind. So time went on when there was a feeling of emptiness. And so she began to look toward some kind of integration with her past and present. And the theme song at that time, she always turned to music. I also turned to music. I love art and music, and see the artists and the musicians as ahead of the times, and that they can kind of predict the times. But the song that I'm referring to now is I Shall Be Released, which is, I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, any way now, I shall be released. It goes on to say, every man needs protection. They say every man must fall, but I swear I see my reflection so high against that wall. That was done by the Eagles. It's also done by several other people now, and stands the test of time. That song is around. And just like Bye Bye Miss American Pie stands the test of time. And following that song, I Shall Be Released, was the song that was recalled by her as May You Grow Up to Be Righteous, May You Stay Forever Young, which was a very positive song about becoming a good person, becoming a responsible and good person. And so that was a part of her coming full circle, a part of it. And then this little country singer, Irish Dement, became important to her. And Irish Dement sang songs like I'm Coming Home Tonight. She sang songs like songs about the world, like Wasteland of the Free, and how the politicians are mixing up with the diamond mines, and how all of the people in power are trying to keep their crowns, and the people who are making money are very different from the common laborer, and yet we're living in the wasteland of the free. And so that's kind of a protest song of a modern kind. And then one of her latest songs is I Am Going to Need a Little Mercy Now. And that starts out, I love my family, but they could use a little mercy now. And then it says, I love my church and country, but they could use a little mercy now. And then she says, I love all of our lives, but we could use a little mercy now. Every single one of us could need a little mercy now.